Hey there, if you're looking for a great dog trainer here in Schenectady, you've come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to make life with your dog that much better.
You know that feeling? A nice, relaxed walk with your dog, no pulling, no stress at all. A well-behaved dog completely changes those everyday moments, right? Whether you're just walking down State Street or hanging out by the waterfront.
So here's what we're covering. First, training for life right here in Schenectady. Then, we'll get into what your dog actually needs, how to find the right professional, what to ask them, and we'll finish up with costs and a little local know-how. All right, let's get into it. First section, training for Schenectady life. This is all about helping your dog feel confident and comfortable in our city's unique spots.
You know, good training isn't just about doing sit and stay in your living room. It's about getting your dog ready for the real world out there. We're talking about keeping a calm focus with all the hustle and bustle around Mohawk Harbor, or having polite manners when Central Park is packed on a weekend. It's really about navigating busy downtown sidewalks and just handling all those everyday neighborhood distractions.
So, that's a lot to think about. Where do you even start? Well, that brings us right to our second point. What does your dog need? It's so helpful to figure out your goals before you start looking for a trainer. So, what's on your list? Are we talking about puppy training and socialization? Or maybe just nailing down the basics, like a really solid come when called? Or is it something more specific, like leash pulling, jumping on people, or maybe something a little more complex, like fearfulness or even reactivity? Just knowing what your main goal is, that's the most important first step.
And then you have to think about how you want the training to happen. Group classes, they're great for learning to focus with other dogs around. In-home lessons are perfect for those house-specific things like manners at the front door. If you're really busy, day training can speed things up. And then there's board and train, which is a really intensive way to build a strong foundation.
Okay, so you've got your goals, you've got an idea of the format. The big question is, how do you know who to trust? And that's our next section, finding the right professional. This is where we'll talk about credentials and methods. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. All it really means is using rewards, like treats or praise, to encourage the behaviors you want to see. The idea is to make your dog want to do the right thing. It's a great way to build trust, and it keeps the whole learning process pretty low stress for your dog. Okay, certifications can look like a bunch of random letters, I know, so let's make it simple. If you're working on everyday manners, puppy stuff, basic obedience, look for something like CPDTK. That tells you the trainer has passed a big test on training knowledge. But if you're dealing with more complex stuff, like fear, anxiety, or reactivity, you'll want to look for an advanced certification, like from the IABC. Those require a ton of hands-on hours and proof they know how to handle those tougher situations. All right, now for the really practical stuff. Section 4 is all about what to ask a potential trainer. Asking the right questions is how you'll know if it's a good fit. Think of this as a little interview. You'll want to ask about their methods, first and foremost. Make sure they use a positive approach. Then, ask about their certifications. And here's a really good one. Ask how they'll tailor the plan specifically for your dog and for life here in Schenectady. You should also ask how you'll track progress and definitely get all the details on costs and the cancellation policy right from the start. Okay, last section. Let's talk about the practical stuff, costs and local know-how. Every dog owner in Schenectady should be aware of these things. So, what can you expect to pay? Well, a round of group classes usually runs somewhere between $140 and $300. A single private lesson, probably somewhere in the $100 to $170 range. And those really intensive programs like a board and train, yeah, those are going to be a few $1,000s. Just having these numbers helps you set a budget and know what to expect. And just a few quick local rules to keep in mind. Remember, here in Schenectady, your dog has to be on a leash in public areas, unless you're in a designated dog park. Also, all dogs over 4 months old need to be licensed with the city clerk, and you'll need to show proof of a rabies vaccination for that. And you know this one, but it's important. Always, always clean up after your dog. When you get right down to it, that's what this is all for. Finding a good trainer isn't just about fixing a problem behavior. It's about building a better relationship with your dog, so the two of you can really get out and enjoy everything our city has to offer. So just remember, as you start looking, a good plan, humane methods, and just some steady practice, that's what will help your dog become that confident, well-behaved companion you want, both at home and out in the community. We really wish you the best of luck on your training journey, and we hope you have many, many happy walks and park visits ahead of you.